Hey, third grade teachers. I want to talk to you quickly about this statement, bigger bottom, better borrow, that we commonly use to help students decide when it is that they need to regroup or ungroup. And I wanted to suggest that maybe we might not want to use this phrase because it may lead us actually away to conceptually what we're really doing when we're subtracting. So let's take an amount here. Let's take something like this. 132. And if I wanted to take away 58 from this, and I want to do 132 minus 58, and the students ask themselves, do I need to ungroup? Well, we often have this represented vertically, right? And there's our bottom number, right? The thing is, though, what is really happening in this situation is there really aren't two amounts we're talking about. There's really just one amount. It's this amount here. It's the 132. And that's why it's important to have the students, when they're going to ask this question, do I need to ungroup, to first represent what we're talking about here, represent the number. And when you do that, you'll recognize that there's really only one number we're talking about. There's not two. There's not 132 and 50. There's just 132. And that's why in your Unit 4, you see that they just draw the 132. So we represent that like this. So here's my 100, my 30, and my 2. And when I'm subtracting, what I'm doing is I'm going to remove 58 from this. The 58 is within this. Okay, so there's really no bottom to it at all. There's really just this top number. Okay, and that's what leads the kids astray. And that's why commonly kids may actually do 8 minus 2 and get a 6, because they're thinking that there's really two quantities here, and there aren't. There's one quantity, and we're removing a number from that quantity. Okay, and it's really that number is within it. So this is actually part of it. And that's why you also see this represented like this. Okay, what this is a representation of is one quantity decomposed into two pieces. And what we just don't know is we know one of the addends, we don't know the other addend. But these two addends aren't separate numbers in addition to 132, they're just within 132. And so it's important for them to understand that. That's why we talk about total, part. These are parts of that. And so that's something to keep in mind. So instead of saying bigger bottom, better borrow, first when the students have to ask themselves, do I need to ungroup? Have them draw the picture, and then ask themselves, can I take now 8 ones from this? And the answer is no, I can't, right? I only have 2 ones to take. Can I take 5 tens from this? No, I've only got 3 tens. So yes, I do need to ungroup so I can remove 8 ones from this, and I can remove 5 tens from this. And that's why we do the ungrouping. Okay, and so we're doing that because we don't have 8 ones available here, because what this is these are ones in certain bundles. That's all it is. We have 132 ones here. We just have 30 of those ones bundled into tens, and we have 100 of those ones bundled into 100. And what we're doing when we're ungrouping is we're just unbundling a 10 group of them, and we're unbundling a 100 group of them. Okay, so that's why instead of saying bigger bottom, better borrow, maybe better just to ask yourself, once you've drawn the actual total you have here, ask yourself, can I remove 8 ones from it? Can I remove 5 tens from it?